Okay, should be live. Let me just do a little double checking. Let's see. Audio good? Yes, seems like it. Alright. Alright. We're on week 51 of the weekly shorts. Uh, Coming up on the end of the year. I forgot when exactly the weekly shorts started, but we gotta be close to the year mark now. I'll have to check. But before we take a look at this week, we have to take a look at the records from last week, now that they were revealed. So let's see what we have for map number 1. What's up, Natalie? So what kind of records do we have? High 14, so I'm about a second behind. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy, but let's take a look. We're 5 weeks from when you... Oh! What? 5 weeks away from the 1-year anniversary, yeah. Yeah, 56 weeks. That makes sense. I just, says everyone's going wide for this landing, which is, I guess, is faster, but... Oh, what is this? The plastic bounce into the finish. Amazing. I... Let's run that back at half speed. Yeah, you can see first place by Nako. He's actually behind by a decent amount, but the perfect bounce straight to the finish. I really didn't think there was going to be anything crazy that map, but you never know with Trackmania, I guess. Now, on the other hand, this one I know has a cut. So I think everyone's going to be doing the same thing, so we'll just watch everyone at once. Map 1 this week is ice. Interesting. So yeah, just a pretty clean run so far, and then of course, doing this bounce towards the finish. Everyone going different directions to get there, but Sobs with the best start, best bounce. Okay, who was that? Who is that in front of him? ZK Trust? Bro, you threw. I'm just saying it flat out, you threw this one. Look at how far ahead he is. He's literally like he's like 500ths ahead here. And he just threw by not going straight into the finish. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god. Well, good stuff to Sobs regardless, getting the clean finish there. I think he clipped actually. Clipped slightly. That's very unfortunate. But nice records all around. And now we have Hurricane Isle. This one I'm not sure what we'll see. What shall we see? So I'm 2 seconds behind, more or less. Actually, we're gonna go one by one, because I just have a feeling there's gonna be some different strats. You got Turtle going to the left here, and going this way. Jump here, very nice. And then straight towards the finish. We got Carl Jr. Probably going... Okay, maybe everyone is doing the same strat, but I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get surprised by at least one person. This isn't like a Carl Jr. map. Like, what is Carl Jr. doing here, bro? Okay. Maybe everyone's doing the same strat. I'm just hoping for a surprise. Also, got Rowan Gatang. So, okay. Maybe this is just the fastest strat, and this is what everyone's doing. It's just coming down to how clean you do it. Yeah. Okay. Still good to see. But yeah, records are pretty close together. Just comes down to getting that finish. So now, we're moving on to the fast map. And this was the snow car map. I think third snow car map in a row on the weekly shorts by Walking Cat. But they're pretty good maps, so I'm like, if Walking Cat keeps building good snow car maps, by all means just keep putting them in. So yeah, nothing unexpected here. Just really clean lines, getting the super low jump there. And then, yeah, just being very gentle with the steering, getting all the way to the finish. So yeah, no surprises. Just clean snow car driving. Alright, and let's look at the final map of last week, Submarine. This one has reactor. You always gotta be scared when there's a reactor. Oh, and there's a pretty big gap between first and second, so let's look at the fifth through third first, because I feel like these are gonna at least be similar. Okay, they are not similar. Or at least one of them's not similar. We'll go one by one. So, Le Mans, getting a little zoop there, and getting a clean jump into that super reactor, and the plastic bounce, very nice. So not taking the shortcut on the left, it's faster to take the right, at least with that line. Kunz, getting same thing, more or less. Same thing, just 1,000 faster. And I see a puzzle looks fun. That's good to hear. Always love the puzzle maps. Going for a different line here is Galenium. Getting a little jump over the barrier to cut a little bit of time. Now let's look at Sobs. Okay, same thing. Just a little faster, it would seem. Better line there. But what does Crazy Dude Crook have? Is it really just that much cleaner? It is. Oh wow. That's a pretty big gap for using a pretty similar strat. Yeah, you're right, the end, yeah. He was just so much faster, that's crazy. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for last week's. We can take a look at the record really quick. Also, just want to say, Crazy Dude Croc from the United States, getting 4th. But Sob's winning the week. Very nice stuff. Not by a big margin though, just slightly. But now we'll move on to discovering week 51. So we have the ice map to start off with, as mentioned. So we'll see how it goes. It's a wide ice map, which will be interesting, kind of like map 5 from the campaign. That was a terrible ice slide, by the way. Okay, can't ice slide there. And finish. Okay, maybe not that similar. I do want to ice slide here though. That I'm sure of. Alright, a little better. I think it's really just gonna come down to that ice slide. Ice slide, and you want to stay straight there. You have a strat on the puzzle? Oh boy. Okay, so that's a bit better. Yeah, getting the clean ice slide is very, very important. I had a better start, but the ice slide was bad. Like, I want a very, very narrow ice slide there. Like, pretty much as narrow as I can make it. Like the world's smallest ice slide. Or maybe you can go straight. Probably not. I think the ice slide is faster. Like maybe let go of gas a little bit while setting up the ice slide. I think that might work. Ice map's gonna be your worst performance. I mean, it's kind of weird because you want like the smallest of small ice slides, and that's actually kind of tricky to do. Like something like that. I have a little less speed, but it's still PBs. And that's not bad. I wonder if that's technically an ice speed slide. Suck it ice. So do a lot of people though. Like you say it's your worst performance, but you gotta remember, most people also suck at ice. Also, what's up with Pokwa? Oh, I geared up during the middle of that. I still held grip, but it didn't let me exit the ice slide there because of it. Yeah, I think this time's actually gonna be pretty hard to beat because I actually get a really good ice slide there. Oh, wait. No, I lost speed there. No. I was like close to being really good, but I think the gear ate my speed. So now it's becoming a gear issue? Yeah, gear up into fourth in the middle of that ice slide. I don't know what the best way to deal with that is. Yeah, I don't know if I can beat this time. Almost got a 14 on map 5 first run, but missed the finish. That's super unfortunate. Actually, I wonder if there's something I'm missing. Maybe I shouldn't be going all the way around these corners. Like this one, definitely ice slide. There's no way around that. Is there a world you try to cut the corner here? Probably not. I feel like even if you can jump it, you lose a bit of speed. And then you just have a long straightaway, so... No, I don't think there's any cuts here. I think it's just gonna come down to getting a really good ice slide. Oh, what? Hello? How'd I get another 10th off? That's crazy. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not really sure how I did that. I didn't think that ice slide was good, to be honest. But I guess I avoided the gear. Like, the problem is I keep gearing up in the ice slide. Alright, I think we'll give it like 1 or 2 more tries and then we'll move on. I guess our time is pretty good. I don't think there's any secret sauce to this map that we're not aware of. Alright, last try. Yeah, you have to just avoid the gear. That's the secret. You have to have very narrow ice line and avoid the gear. Which is actually pretty tricky. Which is probably why my time is decent overall. At least at the moment. I know people will figure it out. But we'll give it a plus. We'll move on. Let's check out the slow map. What is going on here? See a lot of off-roading. Some wood, okay. Menchu, what's up? No, I think you'll be able to tell me, Menchu. Who do you think should be cast as M. Bison? But yeah, let's focus on this map. Let's see. Because I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. A lot of off-roading, a lot of scenery. I really want that to be like a jump you need to get speed checked for. Also, what is this red arrow on the right for? Hold on. It's gotta be like right. Like, I see. Hold on. I mean, that's technically closer, but Jack Black, of course. Well, of course. You know it has to be him. Alright, so there is a risky finish on this map. But I'm kind of getting skill checked by the rest of it, to be honest. And the risky looks very hard to get. Oh my god. The turn to get into risky is actually like really tight. I think if you stay in the green there, you keep road grip and acceleration. Okay, there's the AT. Not a free AT. Not a free AT at all for a weekly short map. But I think the real secret, yeah, if you stay on the little strip there, you keep full acceleration. And then you want a nice tight turn to the finish. So, definitely a very tricky map. Of course, I am a sucker for these off-road terrain maps, so I'm a little biased in favor of this map. So yeah, our time is decent, not unbeatable by any means. So I think we can at least PB once or twice before we move on. Oh, I'm setting up too wide there. But you want to have your right wheels on the strip, not the left. That way you don't end up with a little bit of airtime from the hill. But getting that angle is a little difficult. And a little bit precise, especially for me. So we'll see what we can do. It's going to be a little bit of a reset simulator while I try to hit this line. Let's see. Oh yeah, very important to keep grip on that downhill, by the way, so you want to do a little left-right. That way you keep full grip. Okay, this can PB. Oh, too much airtime. Not good. Yeah. Not ideal. Oh, and I went too wide. I had a really good start too, I just went too wide on that turn. Okay, we reduced airtime, but we're too far behind, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll try for a few more minutes to try and beat this PB. But might have to give up just due to time constraints. Ooh, good start. PB could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better, but still not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we'll try for like 1 or 2 more minutes. Natalie's back. Good to see. Just in time for me to get a PB. I feel like there's probably a shortcut on this map somewhere. Probably an ending, you just jump over the hill. straight to the finish. Also, what is the start? Hold on. I gotta lock in really quick. No! Oh, I lost my 2000s too? Oh no. Yeah, my start could be so much better too. Like, there's definitely a lot of time to gain. But we will move on to the puzzle section in just a moment. I want to at least give a little extra time for that because they tend to take a bit longer. Alright, last try before we move on. Oh, too wide. Alright, let's try and hit something crazy. No, too far of a jump. Alright, very good map. We'll move on. So now we have Verdant Village. I see many paths already. Why don't we start going left, actually? Or all the way left. And we'll work our way from there. Okay, I see a checkpoint 2. Here's the checkpoint 1. I suppose this is a checkpoint 2? No? Where's a checkpoint 2? Alright. I'm not quite sure what the path is there, because I don't know where the second checkpoint you're supposed to take is. That didn't feel like it there. Oh, hold on. I'll clear the ghost plus bar in a sec. Alright, that's enough for AT. With some pretty horrific crashes, so let's do a slightly better run. And by that I mean really slightly better. Oh my, what am I doing? Okay. I'll take that for now for that path. I'm gonna guess there's a path up here on the rooftops. Oh, now I got the bar in the top. Alright, there we go. You have a 14.7 on this map? Okay. It's a good time to shoot for, I suppose. Oh, I can definitely get a 14.7 going that way. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. Okay, there we go, 14.3. Seems to be a pretty fast path because it's top 75 world. But we'll keep looking at the other paths still. But for now, that seems pretty strong. That's a checkpoint 2. Hold on, where am I going? Yeah, so you don't need to take the checkpoints in order, but you need one checkpoint 2 and one checkpoint 1. That seems not bad either. Probably a little slower than the other path. But not bad. Yeah, I think it's a bit slower. So we'll take a look going right here. Again, another checkpoint 2 first. And then finish there. Now that's way slower. I'm sure there's another path though, but we'll look this way. I feel like this path is going to be the slowest one because it's the straight ahead path. Just a feeling. Or is it? That wasn't bad. I just want to say that path wasn't bad. Like, I think I can PB off that path. And that's ignoring the booster there, and I want nothing to do with that booster yet, because I don't know where that's going. Alright, let's do that without taking the penalty. It's close. I don't know. Got a 14.1. Nice. Oh, that's an anti-booster, so you're not supposed to go that way. Alright. Well, let's keep looking. It's another anti-booster. $13.8. Interesting. Alright, hold on. We gotta look at all the paths. Gotta look at all the options available to us. 47th world? That doesn't surprise me. Alright, that path doesn't seem great, even though I took it slow. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Checkpoints are a little close together there, which is a good thing. We want to see that. We want to see as close together, everything as close together as possible. If I make a room, I can show you my path. I prefer to discover it first, but maybe later. Alright, where's the finish for this path? All the way back here? Oh, that's not bad. I don't know if it can do a 13.8, but that's not bad. Alright, let's go this way now. Oh, where am I going? Right? Alright, hold on. Wait, whoa. If that goes straight towards the finish, that's really good. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, it's just barely slower. Alright, we'll try like once or twice more in this path, but I think, yeah, it's just a little too slow. Alright, we'll go this way now. Alright, now what? We're finished. Okay. Well, if we go... there's a finish towards the start. Also this path. There's no good way back to the start from here, is there? Means you'd have to go... yeah, not great. Okay. If we go this, is there a fast way back to the start? Probably not. Also, what's up here? There's so many paths we haven't taken yet. Okay. I want to try and do that path on the roof there. So to do it, we have to go around. And up. Can't take that booster. And can't take that much penalty. Okay, almost. A little slow to get up there, so I don't think this will be it, but it's just a cool path, so I wanted to do it. And I'm just struggling to hit it. Yeah, there's just no way that path's faster, but I just need to get it once. Because you gotta go all the way around. Or I can get a PB with it. I really don't think that's the fastest path, but PB is a PB. Alright, let's just get up there once more and see if we can get another PB. Nope. The path you're taking is intended. That is actually good to know on a map like this. So do you take this back here for that path? I'm so close to getting your strat. Interesting. The camera clicks from Street Fighter. Or maybe the Street Fighter camera clicks from Trackmania. Path you just had was mine, but from the other side. Interesting. That does make sense. I am running out of time here. So we might need to move on and come back to this. The booster jump path? I see. I say jump to the left instead. I guess that makes sense. we can try that really quick. Yeah, jump to the right instead of the left. I see. It's probably a better line if you go to the left. That does make sense. But we're running out of time. We're running out of time. So I think we're gonna have to move on to the next map, even though there's so much more to discover, as always with these puzzle maps. But we'll have to move on. Good puzzle map though. So now we have Speedway. Sounds like NASCAR to me. We'll see. Okay, that is not NASCAR. I can tell you this turn is not NASCAR. Let's see. Well, first we gotta hit this jump. Like the rest of the map could be NASCAR, I suppose. But that first turn can't be. It just can't be. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong? No, there's just no way. There's no way it's faster than NASCAR this turn. Yeah. The following turns, yes, maybe, but that turn, no. You have to drift it. Well, you don't have to drift it, but you really should drift it. Just do like a small drift to align yourself. That turn's also drift there. Oh, crashing the end. Alright. Slightly too early on the drift there. So it's like a couple of NASCAR turns mixed with a couple of speed tech turns. So that's actually pretty interesting. I think he instantly got the fastest path to map 3. That's pretty funny actually, but it's the coolest path, so it makes sense. Oh, I have a lot more speed here. Oh, this is a good time. Hold up. That's pretty good. That has to be good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. Normally it's either Speed Tech or NASCAR, but this is like... both. You're gonna cook map 3? I wanna see it. Although I'm sure map 3 is gonna have like an unintended path or a cut somewhere. So you're gonna have to look for those. Oh wow, how'd I have even more speed? Oh. Wait, I can go much faster in this map too. There's a lot of time on the table here that nobody else has yet. Or at least apparently not a lot of people have yet. Oh no, the airtime. Tragic. But yeah, just a small drift. Get around the corner. And then full speed there. And small drift. You have an 18.3 on this map? Come on, you gotta lock in. To be fair, I crashed the first couple runs. No, the crash. Oh, my PV. I was so close to like a quarter-second PV. Alright, I want 1 PV before I leave this map. Because I genuinely think there's a lot of time to improve on this map. No, I hesitated too much with that. Almost. You want the smallest possible drift. Something like that. Okay, that wasn't great, but it's gonna be good enough, I suppose. Okay, small PV. But there's easily 0.5. There's easily like 0.5 left on the table here. That could have been it. That's just slightly too early. Alright, come on. 1 more PV. Might have to move on, unfortunately. Just so we can dedicate enough time to the LOL map. Plus I seem to have lost my ability to hit the start. Okay, there we go. Slightly slower, but... just all about clean lines. No, too far to the left. Slow start. We'll make it work. Close. But again, that start was slow. I had to let go there. Oh, could have been a point. It could have been a quarter of a second. I had to let go. Oh, that's pretty good though. It's a pretty good time. We'll leave it there. I'm just upset I had to let go of gas. Alright, now is some kind of off-road map it looks. The Root Sandstorm. I wonder if it plays like the Root Sandstorm. I would play the song, but I don't want to get my stream copyright struck. Alright, come on. Alright, there's the finish. Very bumpy reactor map, which makes driving it hard for a normal person, but it's gonna make the world records pretty interesting. Okay, second PB. Didn't help my position too much, but we'll just have to get a few more PBs then. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to approach this map, I'm not gonna lie. Bumpiness definitely makes things pretty difficult. I think it's gonna be like a line like this, and then like this, but what did I do here? I'm gonna brake tap, and do like so. A little better, not by much. Okay. Definitely want at least a sub 16 before I leave this map. But ideally I want a bit better. Okay, this might be the bit better I was talking about. Still not a great time though. What are people getting, like a sub 15? Sub 14 even? It's kind of scaring me that my position just isn't moving despite improving like half a second. I just missed the finish. Definitely, I can tell you the world record, after the second checkpoint, they're gonna go off the hill and do a zoop. I promise you, that's what's gonna happen. It's just like the perfect hill for that. Okay, 0.8. So we have a sub 15 now. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Just had to get below the 15-second barrier, I suppose. Okay, well, try and improve again. Probably won't, being completely honest. But we'll try before Cup of the Day starts. Whoop. But yeah, this one's gonna have some crazy records. And that is a good thing for a map like this. No, okay, come on. We can, we're definitely getting better starts. It's just getting the ending is very difficult. Like the third checkpoint, that turn is what's really been messing me up this whole time. Oh, if I kept speed on that landing, that would have been real good. Not too wide there. You have to go take a nice inside line on that checkpoint. Like, you don't want to go up that hill. And I keep going up the hill. No, I don't think I'm beating the time. It's just a little too good. Alright, last try and then we have to get in the Cup of the Day lobby. Okay, that doesn't count. The real last try. No, that's not gonna do it. Okay. Pretty good week this week actually, to be honest. All the maps were pretty good. Apparently my time on map 1's crazy. I don't know how I did that. I really I don't know. I just managed to dodge the gear up somehow. But yeah. Just a pretty good week. Pretty good week. So let's see what we get for the Cup of the Day. Last week's too many players. Shut up. Get me in there. Last week's map was very, or not last week's. Yesterday's track of the day was very interesting. It was like an acrobatics track that looked very difficult, but it was actually low-key kind of fun to play after you had the chance to run through it a few times. So now we got Cup of the Day. Looks like some sort of tech. Second in your state because of map 3. And that's what you like to see. I mean, I'm second in my state too, so. At least currently, of course. But yeah, it's really good if you're not looking for a world record, of course. Or a world leaderboard. One really strong time gives you a lot of points. So, I'm seeing plastic and sausage in the start, and it's scaring me. And the map's name is High IQ Quotient, which is also scaring me. And it's looking like Plastech. Some good old plastic tech. Well, I have 3 first in states, technically, and it looked like I was looking at it a little bit. It seems like the person who's in first has a really good time on map 5. And again, if you have a really good time on one map, it gives you a lot of points. Of course, that'll all change later today as more people play it. I usually fall down to like top 15-ish state at the end of the week. Oh, that's the risky. Interesting. Okay. Got a interesting map here today. Fortunately, it's plastic, which isn't exactly a style I'm good at. Well, I'm okay at Plastech, so maybe I'll be fine. Just not pure plastic maps. Okay, gotta be careful not to jump there. Oh, and that turn's gonna kill me in at least one run. Oh, I see. Oh, the line for risky is kind of wonky. Look at that. Whoop. Okay. Okay, slow turn there. Gonna have to fix them following runs. I forgot that that was a tech turn. Something like that. Okay, you don't need to tech turn that actually, you just need to set up wider. Not wide there though. Got a no slide. Very fun. Very fortunate. I really need to figure out that turn. I hit it I hit it well my initial run, which is funny, but not any of the following runs. Okay, we'll just keep this run going, even with the crash. You want to enter all the way in the left there. And then this turn's a bit tricky. Wow, look at this turn. I think you have to set up wide like that, yeah. And again with this turn, set up wide, and then make sure you have space to go to the finish. Okay. Let's try and put it together so we can get at least gold. Strong AT, yeah. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, I'd appreciate any like button hitting. Yeah, it seems like this one has a pretty strong AT. Whoever the author was cooked. Okay, let's try and get a run that at least gets gold. That's my goal here. But with the strong AT, that might be pretty difficult. This is just a little short. Not a bad run, but a little short of gold. Oh, a little too far to the left. Thought I had a little more space to do what I wanted there. Of course, we're looking for speed now, but once we get to our division, we're going to be in survival mode. A little late getting the exit. Oh no. Somehow that worked out. I'm not that far behind. Oh, that turns... that turn, man. It's ruining me. Okay, a little unfortunate airtime, but can recover. Okay, a little lost a bit of speed there because I had to really slow down that tech turn. And again, lost speed there too. Should be good enough for... I touched the wall. I touched the wall. That was 100% AT as well. Or not AT. Definitely not AT. Gold. Okay, somehow that no slide worked out in my favor. Nope. Not quite. Okay, we got 5 minutes to get this gold medal. Okay. Oh, perfect turn there. Okay, that should do it. That's gold. Nice. Alright. Now we see if we can improve a bit and get a better div. 'Cause lately I've been managing to get div 10 a lot, but right now if I want that I'm gonna have to improve at least like a half second, if not more. If I had to guess. Maybe it's less, but I'm gonna guess it's like half a second. Okay. See if we can hit this turn decent. Yeah. And finish. Oh, almost a full second. Nice. That should get me div 10, if not better. 3 minutes left. Still have a little bit of time to improve. I don't know if I'm gonna get another improvement, to be honest. Because that time is pretty good. Oh, too wide. Let's see, and no one has the AT yet, so definitely a strong AT. Drifted too early. Alright, last try. Got a 13.6 math 30, that's crazy. That's actually a really good time. Especially if it's the same path. Ooh, it's getting close. I might be div 11 actually. Looking at the ranks. Yeah, I think I'm div 11. Oh, just barely too. Unfortunate. Top 122 world. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, just barely Div 11. You're point 2 ahead and sold? That's so sad. Point 2 ahead is a lot once you're that high of a that high on the leaderboard. Because at that point the difference between ranks is like thousands. Or even like hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Got Div 11 today. Not too bad. Really thought I'd have Div 10, but I guess Div 11, Div 12, same difference. Just gotta focus on performing within our division, not crashing out. Wait, this would have been a crazy start in an actual run. Alright, let's lock in. Little crash there is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Okay, not too bad. Okay. Backwards way gang trying to go for the risky. Alright, now's the first elimination round. Let's not get eliminated first round. Because that would be sad. Pick up gas a little bit, could have been faster. That was close. I shouldn't have gone for that line. That was like really close to going horribly wrong. Slight PB. Always a good way to start the actual rounds. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. That's real bad. Uh-oh. Alright, we gotta lock in now. I think as long as we don't have any other unfortunate crashes like that, we'll be fine. Just very scary to have your start go like that. Alright, we'll be a little safer here. Not the safest line, but better than crashing. See, that wasn't too bad. Even with crashing to start horribly. Sneezed and faceplant a wall, oh my god. Okay, not gonna mess up that first turn again, that's for sure. Okay, not bad. Staying in there, that's for sure. Alright, lock in, lock in. Okay. Nope, gotta reset. I should have reset way earlier too. This is gonna be scary. Oh please. Okay. Very scary. No, it's crashing start good. Yes. Well, kind of going off. Okay. Bit of a slow start. You almost got a 13.3. I should not be reading chat while driving this, by the way. You almost got a 13.3. God damn. I should not be reading chat while in the middle of a round. Okay. Still in. 13.5 right now. 75th road. Damn. That's a real good time. Oh, slight crash on the start. Only a mild one, so we should be okay. But definitely not good. This map's difficult enough that we're gonna have a bunch of people crash. So just gotta hold it together to the end and we'll be okay. Oh, we are not holding it together to the end. Alright, please reach. Thank you. And we're getting people getting 49s. I can't compete with that. That's crazy. Woke face playing a wall. Oh, that was so close to crashing. That was an awful, awful line. I don't know how we salvaged that. Okay, probably should have been out on that one. Okay. have a really slow start apparently. Tends to be my biggest weaknesses on tracks though, so not a big surprise. Pretty good round. I almost crashed the wall, low key, but pretty good round. I'm on the verge of getting outpaced though, which is horrifying. Oy. Cargo car. We need to ban cargo throw, you're right. Or we need to ban cargo car. Also, once again, I should not be looking at chat during rounds. But I can't help myself. Also, the cargo car is basically snow truck. And I think a lot of people would agree to ban snow truck, unless you're a Grenadi, so... Maybe you're onto something. Oh no, I think I'm out. I really could not miss that turn there. Are me and Mr. M friends that drink? Yes, actually. Although I had to destroy him yesterday. But yeah, we're out. Unfortunate crash on the one turn. But suppose I can just stay in here and spectate a little bit. Somebody's playing with Lightning McQueen. Yeah, Menshu, did he actually see Bracket yesterday? If he looked at Bracket yesterday, Mr. M got a crazy upset. But I don't know if he saw that. Oh, people have some weird lines going into that. Oh, we did get 16. So. You didn't see Bracket? You want to guess who Mr. M beat yesterday? He beat Vince. Kinda crazy stuff. Yeah, there are a lot of upsets. I was like trying to commentate there, and no, he beat Vince. Nah, Ham Burrito had like a normal bracket. Yeah. But I was trying to commentate bracket yesterday at Sector X, and literally had like two pop-offs happen one after another right in front of us because Mr. M beat Vince and Baguetling beat Z-Boss maybe? He beat someone. So lots of crazy upsets, but yeah, Mr. M's been doing pretty good lately. Didn't help him versus me, but you know. Some things don't change. Okay, now we're in our top 10 here. Div 11. And it's starting to come down to the point where it's all pace, no crashes. Mr. M wearing army gear got him the win? Maybe. But I don't know if you know this, Menchu, but if you lose to Mr. M, you're actually ineligible for South Jersey PR, so unfortunately that means Vince is out of the South Jersey PR now. So it'll be a pretty interesting season. Yeah. The 1-0. Also, Welk just got out. Welk was pretty dominant earlier in the division. So now, final 7 rounds. We got our top 8 of Div 11. You can't crash anymore. If you crash, you lose. Pretty much guaranteed. Like before there's some leniency, but now it's just you gotta hit the lines. Like see, no one's crashed yet. It's looking dicey for the player spectating towards the back, but just gotta hold on to onto this position here. Taking a risky line. Crashes, no! Oh no! Is that it? Yeah, it's it. As I said, you can't crash anymore. There's no room for error. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. Sorry, FG, but that was bad. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Oh, an instant DNF? Well, I guess get a bit of a breather for everyone else. I don't know what that DNF was about. But yeah, everyone else is definitely happy about that. So now we have a nice chill round. Just have to get to the finish before time runs out. Alright, you stream and smash. Alright, enjoy your stream, Menchu. You gotta lock in for next week, that's true. Okay. So we got our top 4 here. Solar Rise in the back, but not insurmountable. Slight tap there. Now it's looking pretty bad. Again, just need to catch up. But these lines are not it. So as long as no one else makes a mistake, I think Solar Rise is out. Oh, barely, but not enough. Not enough. Tried catching up, but not enough. Okay. And so yeah, last round was pretty good. But you could see even just the slightest mistake, just the slightest tap on the wall is enough to cost you your spot in the next round. Oh, and I think we had a crash there. Yeah, Seiko hit the wall. And yeah, this is looking pretty over. The rest of the players just need to close it. Oh, we have another crash though. It's not over till it's over, but Matrox still pretty far ahead. Just needs to get to the finish. Very fortunate that somebody already crashed. Okay. Ooh, not a great line by Matrox. And that's a pretty big slowdown. So now about a second behind. Not undoable, but it's looking rough. Oh, catching up though. Elector has a really bad line. Now it's real close. Oh no, not another crash. Went for the greedy line to try and catch up, and it just cost everything. That was a good try though. You really brought it back. So now we have our top three. Let's see the nationalities. Two Germans and a French player. Not bad. Europe, as always, showing dominance in Trackmania. So Lecter kinda on fraud watch now. Probably should have been out last round, but gonna have to prove that he has what it takes to make it to the final round. Oh, somebody, I don't know what happened there, but not Bag Chaser, Smart Trick. Something happened to cause a big slowdown. So now about half a second behind. Oh, and a crash! Elector. Oh my god. Everything's gone wrong for Bag Chaser. It's definitely over for him. Now these players can relax a little. What a line by Smart Trick. And just sniping first place at the end with a pretty solid time. Now Lecter's gonna have to watch out for that next round. Because Smart Trick was behind by like 0.4 and still managed to catch up and take the lead at the very end. So now we have one final round to determine the winner of Div 11. Smart Trick versus Elector. Smart Trick with a much better start. Can he keep pace? The pressure is going to be on. Oh, and the pressure did get to him. What a crash. Now Elector speeding up to pass full second ahead. And Smart Trick has no speed to catch up with. Elector just needs to maintain this position. Doesn't even need to do anything fancy. Just needs to get it done. But there's always a possibility for a crash, especially on this map. Oh, going wide. Still manages to land it, but probably losing this lead a little bit. It doesn't matter. I think Smart Trick had another crash, trying to do something fancy. And Elector takes it. And I was doubting earlier too. That is going to do it for today's Cup of the Day. We didn't do too bad. We got like 16th, I believe. But yeah, pretty good map. At least a Plastech map. And then of course the weekly shorts they've just been on fire lately. The only one that I'd say is really questionable is this one, map one. I low key upvoted it because it's ice, so it's different. But the other maps are really good. 2, 3, 5, I'd say are really, really good. 4, I enjoy personally, but I could see other people not enjoying it. But yeah, that is going to be the end of today's stream. Uh, Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, streaming again tomorrow. All right, bye bye.